But I believe the API first over anything else will be the most important part for developers and software engineers in the future to come. So where does that leave you as a developer? I believe the developers will be in the middle layer, the API layer, because that's the most important, the most rich, the most, I guess, the space by which the meat and potatoes of a company lies in the infrastructure behind the API. And that is building out the AI systems that's behind the API. That is building out maybe the crypto or blockchain technologies they communicate with, like for example, Ethereum, use a remix, whatever like that, behind the API, do all that work for them, and then deliver that to the user or whatever the application system is on the front end using an API. Also, a lot of cybersecurity is being done behind the API, right? These are important things to know. Behind the API is the cybersecurity, making sure that everything that's being done is legit and no one's trying to hack into your systems. So you have a lot of these systems are being created in this environment. Only other space I can see being outside of the API, even though it still could be, would be AR and VR. It's important because in the future, like examples like companies like Meta wants to take that space under their umbrella and go that direction fully, because data is becoming a problem. See, data is becoming a problem because it's being offshore to a blockchain technology. So what does that mean? Because it's being offshored and Meta's transferring out, you have to understand that these are the differences in the companies have to make. So API is the place that most developers want to be in. I particularly say that's the place that developers want to be in, behind the API. So there's other changes you can do. You can work on other areas, but behind the API, which is AI, crypto, cybersecurity, and actually working on the true API itself, like working on the physical API behind the gateway and everything like that. And that is your overall delivery of your product. And that's what you give and you distribute out to companies either through the front end, through their VR systems, or whatever. But here's the thing about VR. VR is something that I think Facebook went into because they feel as though they can explore that environment much further, right? They can be the one who owns that space so that all VR will go through them. Because that, again, VR is not centralized. Companies are realizing that these are centralized entities. I can't be a centralized entity anymore if it all go on the blockchain. So what do these companies have to do? Here's my opinion. If you're part of a company, right, or companies are doing this, they have to transfer out into a computational company, no longer into the data company. Like, they don't hold the data anymore, they're computational. You might say, well, isn't that what cloud services do? True. But what I meant in the sense of computational, as this data is input from some blockchain technology for that user, you are able to convert that data into some output that truly transforms the user experience, right? By giving them some information that they didn't have, or access to some system they didn't have, that gives them a lot more leverage in their current lifestyle. That's what companies are having to do these days. And that's this new true space that I see happening. It's not about providing some beautiful front end. It's not some back-end database system where you hold their data. Those things are long gone. They've been abstracted out into these protocols. Like the front end can be done through some AI, right? AI can create the front end. I mean, literally, you can go on Fiverr now, pull out all the designs for every different use case, and basically an AI can generate all that for you, right? I know it sounds, rough for some people who are working in the UI space, but it's kind of where things are heading, right? No code is becoming a thing that a lot of people who are not coders are able to do. So what I'm getting at is, if you're a developer and you are a software engineer who has some mathematical skills, who has a good skills of working on systems, well, I think the nearest protocol you can work out if you're not working in crypto or you're not working in AI is working on APIs.